Hello, it's Catherine here from Catherine Crochets. Welcome to my Quick Stitches for Crochet Blankets series. I absolutely love making crochet blankets, and in this series I'll be sharing my favourite quick and easy crochet stitches that are all perfect for cosy crochet blankets. Today I'll be showing you how to crochet the half double crochet stitch worked into the back loop only. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. So the half double crochet stitch is a nice intermediate stitch. It's halfway between a single crochet and a double crochet stitch. So the fabric is slightly denser than what you'd get from a double crochet, but not quite as dense as with a single crochet. So it's a nice intermediate option. Plus, when you work the half double crochet stitch into the back loop only, this creates a really snuggly textured blanket that looks a little bit like knitting. You only need to know one stitch to make this blanket, the half double crochet stitch, but by making them into the back loop only, you can immediately add masses of lovely texture to your blanket. I'm using a DK yarn for this tutorial with a 4mm crochet hook. However, you should use whichever hook size suits your chosen yarn and your own tension best. For example, this stitch works particularly well with a thicker yarn, like a chunky or even a super chunky yarn. I'll be using US crochet terms, so I'll be referring to the half double crochet stitch. If you prefer UK terms, you just need to know that our US half double crochet is equivalent to a UK half treble crochet. To make a blanket with the half double crochet stitch worked in the back loop only, we're going to start by making a foundation chain. This chain should correspond to your desired blanket width plus 2 extra chains. It can have any number of chains, however. For this tutorial, I'm just going to be making a small sample, so I'm going to start with a foundation chain of 22 stitches. To do this, you start by making a slip knot, pop the loop on your hook and tighten it up. Then to make a chain, you wrap the yarn over your hook and pull it through the loop on your hook, and that's one chain made. Wrap the yarn over your hook and pull it through the loop on your hook, and just keep going in this way until you have a chain which corresponds to your desired blanket width plus 2 extra chains. So I'm going to keep going, making my foundation chain, and meet you at the end of that chain. So I've worked my foundation chain now, and I'm ready to start row 1. If you look at your chain from the top, you'll see that each chain has 2 strands of yarn, and if you turn it over, you'll see that each chain has a single strand going through the middle of each chain stitch, and these are referred to as the back bumps, and it's into these back bumps that we're going to be working as we make row 1. Now row 1 is just a row of standard half double crochet stitches. We're not going to be working into any back loop onlys yet in row 1. So to work row 1, we're going to skip the first 2 chains from our hook, the first 2 back bumps, and we'll work our first half double crochet stitch into the 3rd chain, the 3rd back bump from our hook. So to work a half double crochet stitch, you wrap the yarn over your hook, insert it into the 3rd chain from your hook, wrap the yarn over your hook again and pull up a loop. So you now have 3 loops on your hook. And then you complete the stitch by wrapping the yarn over your hook again and pulling that loop through all of the 3 loops on your hook. And then you just repeat this process into the next chain, into the next back bump. So wrap the yarn over your hook, insert your hook under that back bump, wrap the yarn over your hook and pull up a loop. So you have 3 loops on your hook, and then you complete the stitch by wrapping the yarn over your hook again and pulling through all 3 loops. And you just keep going in this way, making half double crochet stitches into the back bump of all of the chains until you get back to the start of your chain. Some people do find it a little bit fiddly working into a chain, and especially if you tend to crochet your chains a bit tighter than your other crochet stitches, it can be a bit tricky. One thing you can try if this is the case for you is going up a hook size for your starting chain and then going back down to your normal hook size for your yarn when you start working the half double crochet stitches. Another option is to start with a foundation stitch for your first row, which combines the starting chain and the first row of stitches all in one step, and that can be a lot easier. If you fancy trying a foundation stitch, I've got links to a couple of foundation stitches, the foundation single crochet and the foundation double crochet stitch, in the description below. So if you want to try one of those, just pause the video now, go and have a watch of those tutorials, make your first row and then come back to watch row 2 after you've worked your first row of foundation stitches. But for now I'm going to keep going with my half double crochets into this chain, and then I'll meet you when I've got to the end of the row. I've just got to the end of row 1 working half double crochet stitches all the way back along the chain. Now I started with a chain of 22 chains. I skipped the first 2 chains when I started working my half double crochets, so I have 20 half double crochets in total. So your number of half double crochet stitches should be 2 less than the number of chains that you made to start with. So we're now ready to turn our work around and ready to start row 2. So for row 2 we're going to start with 2 chains, 2 churning chains, and in this blanket these 2 chains don't count as a stitch, they just get our hook up to the height of the top of the next row, ready to make the next stitch. Then we're going to work along, working into all of the half double crochets from the previous row, working a half double crochet into the back loop only of the half double crochet from the previous row. So if you're looking at your row of half double crochets, we're looking at the backs of the stitches now because we've turned them over. You'll see on the front of the stitch, you've got 2 strands like that near the top. If you look down at the top of the stitch, you've also got 2 strands like that. And it is the back strand, the back loop of the stitch that we're going to be working into. Normally when you work a crochet stitch, you'd be inserting your hook under both of those 2 top loops. That's the standard way to work a crochet stitch. But in this case, to add some extra texture to our blanket, we're going to be working the half double crochet stitches into the back loop only. So when we insert our hook, we just insert it under the back strand. So to work a half double crochet, we do it in the same way as we did before. We wrap the yarn over our hook, insert our hook under the back loop only, yarn over and pull up a loop. So we've got 3 loops on our hook, then yarn over and pull through 3 loops. So I'll show you the next one. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook under the back loop only of the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. So we've got 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And we're going to keep going all the way along, working 1 half double crochet back loop only into each of the half double crochets from the previous row. And in this blanket, the turning chains, the 2 chains at the start of each row, don't count as stitches. So unlike in some other blankets, you don't need to work into the tops of those chains. All of your stitches are just going to be into the top of the proper half double crochet stitches from the previous row. So I'm going to keep working along the row, working half double crochet into the back loop only, and I will meet you again when we've got to the end of the row. So I've finished row 2 now. I've worked 20 half double crochets into the back loop only all the way along, and you can see because we've just been working into the back loop, what this leaves is these 2 strands from the front of the stitch that we looked at earlier. There's the front loop and then there's another loop immediately below it. So when you reach the end of the row, you just turn your work over, ready to start row 3. And then for the rest of the blanket, row 3 onwards, we're just going to keep repeating row 2. So we start with 2 chains, 2 turning chains, which as always don't count as a stitch. And then we're going to work our first half double crochet back loop only into the back loop of that last stitch of the previous row. And we'll just keep working along, inserting our hook into the back loop only, working half double crochets all the way along as we did before until we reach the end of the row. And that's all there is to it really, to this stitch. So I'm going to keep going. I'll work a few more rows and then I'll meet you again when I have completed the final row for this sample. But obviously you should just keep going for however many rows you need for your preferred blanket length. Now, as you can see, I've worked a few more rows in my sample, and I just wanted to show you a little tip for making sure that you keep your stitch count for each row the same and that you don't miss working into any stitches. Now, when you're working back along the row, one of the harder stitches to make sure that you crochet into is the last stitch along the row, which was the first stitch of the previous row. So one way to make sure you don't miss this is after you've done, you work your 2 chains, and then when you work your first stitch, you can see you've got 1 chain, 2 chain, and then that first stitch is at the bottom there. So you yarn over, work your half double crochet back loop only into that stitch, and then just pause at this point and put a stitch marker in the top of that stitch, that half double crochet back loop only that you've just made. I'm just going to be using a safety pin for this, but you can use whatever you want. You could even tie a bit of yarn around that stitch, but just use something. I have to put it under the top 2 loops of that stitch to mark it so that when I'm coming back along on the next row, I won't miss it. And once you get used to how the stitches lie and how they look, you'll find you won't need to do this every row. But when you're getting started, if you do find it tricky to identify where to work your stitches, then just making sure you pop a stitch marker in the top of that first stitch of the row makes sure that when you come back along working the next row, you won't miss working into it. So I'm going to keep going and then I'll show you again when I meet the stitch marker again at the end of the next row. So I'm getting near the end of the next row now, and I see I'm coming up to this stitch marker, which I've put under the top 2 loops here of that last stitch. So I can clearly see that I've got 2 half double crochet stitches left to make. So I'm going to make 1 more into that next stitch. Then I'm just going to remove my safety pin, remove the thing I was using to mark the stitch, get it out of the way, and then work the last half double crochet into the back loop of that final stitch. And then I can chain 2 and turn my work over and start the next row. And if need be, I can put another stitch marker in the top of that first stitch, or when I'm feeling confident that I won't miss it, or if I'm just counting my stitches every row to make sure that they're always the same, then I don't need to keep putting a stitch marker in. So I'll keep going and meet you at the end of the blanket. Now I've completed my final row of my blanket. So when your blanket reaches your desired length, you just cut your yarn. I got a little bit ahead of myself and I've done that already, but cut your yarn, leaving a few centimetre tail to weave in. Then you pop the end of your yarn back through the loop that was on your hook and just pull it tight to fasten off. And then you can weave in your ends and add whichever border you would like all the way around the edge of your blanket to finish it off. If you wanted to change colours at all throughout this blanket, you could of course do that at any point, and I recommend doing that in the final step of a half double crochet of the previous row. So when you do the final yarn over and pull through those 3 loops on your hook, just introduce the new colour then. So make the final yarn over with the new colour and pull through the 3 loops on your hook with the new colour ready to start the next row. However, for this stitch, I do think it looks particularly good worked in a single colour, because then it really highlights and allows the texture created by the back loop only stitches to really show well. Thanks for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed the half double crochet back loop only stitch, be sure to check out the rest of the quick stitches for Crochet Blankets series. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss any future tutorials. And one last thing before I go, do sign up to the Catherine Crochet's email list. There's a link for this in the description below, along with lots of other helpful links. When you sign up, you'll receive 2 free patterns from me, plus news about the latest pattern releases and tutorials, and the biggest discounts. So it's well worth signing up. Thanks again for watching and happy crocheting.